Okay, so the first question was more publicity. I think next meeting, I think we will have more, we can give more publicity because now the group chairman and he knows all the councillors and they can interact and they can see how publicity can be extended. That was the first suggestion. Second suggestion was all club must be able to participate. Yeah, this time the group chairman tried their best to contact almost all the clubs, but still one or two clubs did not participate. They said that we'll participate in the next program this year, just excuses, something like that. They received like that. So I think next program definitely will be having almost all the clubs will be participating. Third suggestion was time could be curtailed. Uh, I think almost most of this groups they manage the time, maybe 10 to 15 here and there might have gone. Only one or two groups they went beyond the stipulated time. So always we have to be careful next time. See that we start and end by within our time. Gabriel should get chance to interact. This may not be possible during our regular this joint meeting and contest and other thing. What we can do is you can give a chance during the mock sessions. The group can conduct more group sessions and there they can give chance for the Gavaliers to interact each other. That will be more useful for them because only they will not have any tension. They are free. It is easy for them to interact. The next was more cooperation from clubs. That's what we already discussed. We require more clubs to support each other. They give support to the chairman and participate in all the upcoming programs. Speech timing should be 5 to 7 minutes. One person said 5 to 7 minutes. Other people said it is too much. People are giving. We should not give more time for one role player. That is some people are saying. See, we in our demonstration we mentioned that we should give minimum time for each and everyone. It is only a joint meeting just to know each other. So we insisted that limit the speech timing to 3 minutes, and almost all the groups followed that one. Maybe one or two, I think they have used 5 to 7 minutes, but most of the groups use 3 to 5 minutes only. Okay, mock session and more team call. Yes, definitely. All the group chairman should arrange more mock meetings so that they will get a chance to interact each other. The role players will get more information about their roles. The council can clarify any doubt and other thing, and the Gavaliers will get interactive time. Okay. Can think of best speaker and best evaluation award. Yeah, that is another suggestion. Can think of best speaker, best evaluation award. This was proposed by most of the group chairman. Then we only insisted not to go for the best speaker, best evaluation this time because it is a first meeting. It is better to know each other. We don't want some people to go back with disappointment. So that is why we insisted better avoid the voting and other thing. And only one person who already planned, he managed. And all other people abstained from this. Best awarding the best speaker, best evaluation award. Then meeting should not get finish on time. That is we already discussed. You should be start and finish. Okay. Then bring more nationalities. See, we were trying to. That is why we put lots, and we were trying to bring Canada in one distribute. But because of the time problem, we have to separate them. We have to give them separate group. And Australia, I think due to some their technical issues there, some of the council were very busy. They could not take part this time. Definitely, I'm sure that they'll be participating next time. So we'll have more nationalities coming on this. Okay. And I think Taiwan, uh, Singapore, I don't know whether they participated this time or not.
Swarna is there.
They were
Swarna is
there.
there.
They were there, yeah.
Singapore participated.
Huh?
Singapore participated.
Very good, very good. Okay. So only Australia, they had some technical problem. I think definitely they will be trying to solve this issue. Last time John Palmer was there, he was due to health issues, he could not proceed further and others. So we have a new counselor there. I mean, the new coordinator from Australia. Definitely, he is going to help us a lot. Okay. Then time zone for all participation to be mentioned. Yes, whenever you have a different clubs from different countries in your flyer, you have mentioned according to their country what is the time difference. You have to mention from Qatar, UAE, India is there. You mention Qatar separately, UAE separately, India separately. Every country should be mentioned. So it's easy for the children to the Gavaliers to understand their timing. So that is we have to implement in our next flyers. Backdrops to be managed by Gavaliers. Yes, this is a very important thing. Backdrops are very important. Some backdrops you can see the kitchen, you can see some bedroom item and other thing. We should we should request the Gavaliers see that as far as possible they get a plain background or something like that, and try to avoid seeing inside the house and other thing. So that we will try to convince the Gavaliers. So these are possible if you have the mock meeting where you can see, okay, you can give suggestion. Okay, you have to do like this, you have to do like that. Then table topics were 10 were too much. This time we added 10 table topics because we want to give a chance for almost all the Gavaliers. We want to give maximum chances for the Gavaliers. That is why we added the 10 table topics. Okay, Zoom master can brief rules to follow. Some groups already explained that, and some group maybe might have missed out. That I think we can implement next time. Please, please switch off your mic when you are joining. If you want to speak, that time you can switch on, please. Okay. Now, Zoom, okay. Weekend session. Almost all groups they conducted weekend only one club managed the ones group only conducted during the weekday. That is left to the group chairman because he is discussing with the councillors of that groups and they are deciding it. So that is depending upon the chairman whether you want to conduct a weekend or weekday. It is left to the chairman. Okay, according to the councillor's opinion. WhatsApp group should avoid sharing other club sessions and other things. Yeah, that is, I think we can put some restriction in our WhatsApp group. So many group. Okay, you can put one. You can put one flyer. No problem because you want to inform other people. Those who are interested, they can participate. No problem. But don't have a discussion. Don't put a discussion over it. Don't put a discussion. Don't put 2 or 3 or something like that. If you don't have any doubt, ask the person who posted it. Then you correspond with it. Yes, Danu wants to say something. Yes, Danu.
Yes, this is one thing that I wanted to bring up to everyone. When the flyers come in, and there are quite a lot of flyers coming in, the main messages are lost. So can we have one group just for these messages, meeting our messages? What, like maybe it is your message when it came in, the message comes in a week before or maybe 10 days before. It's lost with all the flyers and everything that comes in. All like wishing best wishes or this or that. All that when it comes in, no, it really like you lose the essence of the message. Then you don't want to see it anymore. So many people miss out on the important messages. So we should have one group which has only important messages.
I think for the time being, it is almost restricted. Only sometime it comes. Let us go with this one now. And if somebody is posting so many discussion and other than that, we'll put a restriction.
So many discussions coming in, it becomes very difficult.
Making so many groups also is very, very difficult. Now itself, you see how many. Suppose a council is in charge of 2 different clubs. He will be a member of 2 different groups. Then he is a member of this group, and he'll be a Toastmaster group. So many groups. As far as possible, we will try to avoid and see that this every councillor should be careful that. If you want to put your post from your club, no problem, put one, just for information. And especially for some function like Onam or something that, I think the group administration can post one for everyone, just for information, wishing the greeting. That will be enough, instead of posting everyone.
We have one group, just chairman's group, no?
Yeah, chairman group we have, no? That all chairmen are coming there, and any important thing.
In that chairman's group, why don't we put our messages in that group? And in this Gavel Youth Club, that we keep it for everybody's messages.
No, chairman group is only for chairman discussion only, no? We are only chairmans are there. We discuss only important point related to the group problem.
That's what I'm saying. Like even when we're having the meeting, let's put it over there only, so it's easier to follow.
No, because other members are not there, no? Only the group chairman are there. There are not other members are not there. The flyers, many councils are putting flyer about their club meeting. They can put one, it's okay. Don't make any discussion or something like that, and try to avoid greetings and other things.
That's why I say avoid these things. That will make it easier to follow.
One, let them put, because some people will be interested to attend that meeting or want to give some support for them. If they like there, then let them contact directly to the council who posted and let him interact with them. That we can put
another thing I wanted to ask Sri Kumar, like you're saying we should have a backdrop. The colors that we use, the timer uses that color. Can that color be kept as a backdrop? No.
Where you mean? Where you mean?
Like
during the virtual meeting?
Yes.
During the virtual, you see, the problem is that everyone cannot use the background. If the background, you get exact result only if you have the latest computer. You see, I have put green. If I change it to background, my face will not move.
No, backdrop. I mean, not this, like just the color. One green color only.
See, backdrop, how will you do? You scan that and you keep background, no? So definitely, unless you have the latest computer, you will deserve. So for example, you just see, suppose I want to put a backdrop in my background. Just put a background and see what the difference.
No, that I know, it makes a big
see, the disturbance is coming, no?
Yes.
So otherwise, how you can put the background?
Okay.
So it is difficult.
We can ask the Gaveliers to sit on a plain background.
Yes. We can request them.
The wall, a plain wall preferably. So that, see, I am sitting across a plain wall, so I don't have any disturbance.
Yeah, we will request that. That is possible when we have the mock meeting. Because you can see and give him some guidance. If some bedroom items are there, you can see that you do something. Okay. Then WhatsApp group should avoid. Okay. Then the last is more events. Definitely, we are going to have more events coming now. These are the suggestions we received. I will email you all this complete this suggestion. It will be emailed to everyone. Okay, so you can try to implement in your future program. These are about the feedback. So we will get 5 minutes for discussion about the last meeting. Anything which we are not covered. If you want to give any points, just 5 minutes because we have to start the presentation. Anyone which we have not covered, any point anyone wants to stress? Any other points you want which we have not covered?
Yes, sir. This is Vinod Kumar.
Yes.
From Oman.
Yes.
I just this is a suggestion. When we are having this type of contest or the joint sessions, if there is a common agenda, something which is not completely deviated from one agenda to another agenda, that would be better because we should have a format. Because in some groups, entirely different format has been followed. In some other groups, another format has been followed. So instead of having that entirely different format, if we can come up with a uniform format, then that would be better. For example, when some zones, they are giving certificates for the participants, some are not giving or something like that. So there may be usually a comparison will happen. And sometimes when we are not giving the certificates, then it can be a matter of some sort of a discouragement. So when we are giving certificates, give certificates to all these clubs, all the participants. So like that, there should be a uniformity and then it will be a good approach. Okay.
Very good, very good suggestion. Definitely that is a very important thing. And some group chairman asking, do you have a standard agenda? And I think we don't have. So anyway, in the future program, it is a purely straightforward. So definitely we'll have an agenda, proper agenda. Okay, and we will give you sufficient guideline earlier. Earlier, we did not tell that you don't give the certificate. In between, only we told, okay, don't give certificate. So that was sometime it became little late for some group chairman. They already arranged another thing. So all this now we have a group chairman group. You can put all these comments there, and we will see that this is not repeated, and we will have the standard format. And one more important thing is that when we take a decision in our general group, or this is the program we are going to host, the group should not change it to some other program. We are having joint programming, joint only. We are going to have the debate content. Everyone should have debate. They should not take in between table topics. So it should be a common decision and common format to be followed. Okay, so that is a very important thing. Okay, any other question? Any other suggestions? This is an important suggestion. I already noted. Thank you, Vinod, for pointing out that important suggestion. Anyone else?
Actually, I just want to continue with that.
Yeah.
In our group, many people did not attend the meeting which was conducted by this joint meeting and by the chairman. And just the day before, they started wanting to change the whole format of the speech, which was the next day. So it was very difficult to convince them that you cannot do that. So I think somebody, I mean, in the chairman's group, you should be very firm that should not be entertained. And like Vinod sir said, children from the same school belong to different groups. So when one group children get certificate, one doesn't get, then they ask. So
Correct. You're
thank
right.
you, sir.
Correct. You're right. You're right. Okay. Sure. Noted. We'll use a standard form. We'll give the standard guideline, and everyone strictly follow that. And if you have any concern, we'll discuss in the chairman group and sort the issue. Okay. Very good suggestion. Anyone else having anything? Okay. I think now we'll move on to the. Okay. So group H will be having this Saturday. They'll be having their joint meeting, and group K will be having maybe week after next. So by almost we'll be finishing all the joint meeting, and now it is our turn to go for the next. So as we discussed earlier, we'll go to the next is our debate contest. Okay. So once we have the presentation, after that we'll have a small discussion about the how we'll go about the debate and other thing. Then we'll finalize that one. Is it okay, everyone? Shall we go to the presentation about this debate? Toastmaster Meenakshi, you may be familiar with. She was one of our founder member. She was very active in the beginning for another thing. Maybe due to some technical reason, she was little away. But always she used to contact me. We are in touch with. And today she is going to give an idea about how to conduct this debate. Of course, you might have seen how to conduct debate. You might have seen also. But how we can professionally conduct for the Gaviers. That's what she is going to explain. And this is the rules and regulation will be following for our next program. Okay. So please, she is Meenakshi is the counselor for Oman Kids Gavel Club. And she is also a member of, what is the name of your club, Meenakshi?
Morrison Muscat.
Sorry, Morrison Muscat. Sorry, Morrison. She is a very active member of Morrison Muscat. Okay, we can proceed.
Thank you, DTM Shreekumar sir. Dear councillors, a very good evening to one and all. So the next season of debate contest is going to be on. This is very close to my heart because very recently I conducted a debate contest among the Gavel clubs across Oman. So that was considered as a very successful event. I mean, I think that left some good images among the Gaveliers here. So people are reaching out to me as if I know everything. It's not like that. I've just tried my level best to put a decent show. There were some suggestions after I concluded the debate contest. So I have tried to incorporate them also in the presentation which I'm going to show today so that it is an improvised version of what we did in Oman Gavel Clubs group here. So let me just share my screen. Is my screen visible? A thumbs up, one reaction button will move forward. Okay, fine. So this is not only for Gavel clubs, you can even implement for your Toastmasters clubs if you intend to conduct any debate contests in future. So the rules are pretty much same or common, which we can adopt even for Toastmasters clubs. So whenever, if anybody is intending to conduct a debate contest, so if you want, you can even take it up as a project. Pathways has been offering us a lot of opportunities to claim whatever we do, to take credit in our educational path. For example, in my today's presentation, what I'm sharing with you, even now I'm doing it as a project, and DTM Srikumar Pai is going to evaluate my project. It is like using presentation software, which is level 3 in Pathways. It's an elective project. So whatever we are trying to do, let us try and see if we can fit that as a project in Pathways, so that you can also take credit for those projects. So if you want to conduct this debate contest in your Toastmasters club or across Gavel clubs, or if you want to conduct it for your group, probably one of you or two of you can take it up as a big project, and you can do that. So in level 4, there is an elective project named as Manage Projects Successfully. And level 5, there is this project, what is called as High Performance Leadership. That is also another elective project. You can just download that manual. Those resources are available in the Pathways Basecamp. You can just go and see to it. So whatever you are planning to do, all these parameters will just fit into these projects, and you can just do it seamlessly. So if you want to, first of all, do it as a project, first make the announcement. Announce that in your club or in the Gavel club. If you intend to do it as a project, you can just go through the project manual as I specified before and just proceed as specified, and announce the tentative date or the range of dates. For example, if you intend to do it as a project or as conducting a debate contest in the club or in the Gavel club, probably you can give a timeline like I'm going to conduct in the middle of October to beginning of November. So from the 2nd week of October to 4th week of October, I'm going to hold this contest. So you can just start giving away the registration forms and ask them to register, and specify a last date for registration as well. So that is the first step. Then the second step will be, once the registration process has been done, then you can also announce that the teams could be formed with 3 speakers each. There will be, in each debate team, there will be 3 speakers. So 3 speakers for speaking for the motion, and 3 speakers will be speaking against the motion. The format which I kept for my debate contest is pretty much same like what the District 105 debate contest did. There were 3 speakers and 1 backup speaker. So the 3 speakers format is going something like this. First will be the opening speaker from the for the motion team. Okay, then it will be again backed up by the opening speaker from the team speaking against the motion. Then the rebuttal speaker from the team speaking against the motion will go 3 minutes each. And then the rebuttal speaker from the team speaking for the motion. Then the summary speaker from the team speaking against the motion. Finally, the closing speaker from the team speaking for the motion. So that is the format which we followed in the District 105 contest. Same format which we used in the Gavel clubs also, and that worked very well. Now, if you are having a club registered with 8 teams, that is the ideal scenario. You can easily form the elimination rounds very easily by segregating them into 2 groups. I can forward you the contest organization plan. That will be, we can discuss it later, the technicalities, how to work out. So that is the ideal scenario. If you're having in a club less than 8 teams, we can have a knockout or a round robin way of eliminating. If you're having more than 8 or odd number of teams, so it is always recommended that you conduct some qualifying or elimination round to just bring it to 8. In numbers of 8, it becomes very easy for you to go through the contest. So as and when you have any doubt or any queries, you just note it down, or you can keep typing in the chat box. I will just answer all your queries at the end of the presentation. Now, how do we go for the team organization plan? So how do we pair the teams, and how do we allocate the topics to each of the paired team? So what we will be doing is, since we are following this online platform, we are utilizing this online platform to conduct all the sessions. I used 2 websites. One is random.org to randomize the pairing, and the other one is wheelofnames.com. So both work very well. Wheelofnames.com is it's a bit a longer process, but it is very, very optimum way of doing this, randomizing the team pairing as well as randomizing the topic allocation. so that there are no discrepancies or any unfair allocation of any topics or pairing the teams. Now moving on, now this is very, very critical whenever we are conducting any debate. So it is all on us. Either a Toastmaster member who is taking it up as a project, or the Gavel Club counselor, or the Gavel Club chairman, the group chairman's call. So how to allocate the topics? So what we have to do is we need to have a team to vet the topics. Okay, we will be having a pool of topics. Then it is always recommended that we select some contemporary topics, so that keeps the interest alive. Then it is better to avoid any sensitive topics like religion or any other political form of topics. And it's also better to avoid some topics that are related to school directly, because there are many teachers as counselors we are having, and students in front of us may find it little delicate to speak on school related topics. There are million other topics to deliberate. So better to avoid those sensitive topics. Similarly, we need to avoid the ambiguity or confusion in framing the words. The way the statement, debate topic statement is worded, it is very, very important, because the arguments are formed based on the words or phrases that are put in that sentence. So we need to be really very careful to keep it simple and direct. So it should be properly worded with good sentence structure. For that purpose, it is always recommended that let us have a team. Whenever you are planning to have this, have a pool of debate topics. So there are many English teachers in our group. Probably we can have them vet the topics. So that is one thing. Now, statements are preferred over questions. So questions always lead to a confusion. Whenever you are framing a question, so how the team will be taking it up to speak for the motion or against the motion. So to avoid that confusion, statements are preferred over this questions. Now, how do you communicate? So debate topics should be given to the teams at least 2 weeks in advance, so that they prepare well. They have some meetings among the group members, they rehearse well, along with the set rubrics. What are the do's and don'ts of each of the debater? So each debater means what? The opening speaker, the rebuttal speaker, and the summary speaker. So what each of the speakers should be doing and should not be doing, those rubrics should also be set and given to them well in advance. It is the duty of the counselor to clarify any doubts. If we want, we can also bring in some debate buffs. Who are debate enthusiasts, to clear some doubts for the Gaveliers. So this is one format which I directly took it from District 105 debate contest. So what is the opening speaker? What is the responsibility of an opening speaker in each team? So he provides the initial construct, stick within the 3 minutes, and maximum 3 to 4 points need to keep crisp, clear, and to the point. Take a direct stand, no middle ground. So directly the speaker has to address the topic. So substantiate the argument with supportive facts and figures. Reiterate the topic, stand at regular intervals. Okay, he should be the leader of the team, opening speaker preferably. So confidence, authority, eloquence is very important. First impression is the best impression. So usage of notes can be avoided. Even if they are not going to be undermarked for that. Look at the audience and speak. Do not be afraid of the rebuttal. So these are the points that we need to specify to the opening speaker. Now, rebuttal speaker, what are the important points for the rebuttal speaker? Rebuttal speaker is the show stealer, in my opinion. Yeah. So he or she, whoever is coming here, will be speaking, countering. He has to counter and contradict each and every statement made by the opening speaker. Straight away, they have to just kill the debater. Stay within 3 minutes, show subject authority and authenticity. The rebuttal speaker should be taking the whole command over the argument. So again, crisp, clear, and thought-provoking. Respond only to the opener of the opposing team. Yeah. No new points. Again, no need to bring any new points. Of course, there is a confusion here. Some children were asking me, no new points means how? Okay. So here we can do this. If we want to contradict some facts or statistical points of the first speaker, this rebuttal speaker will be bringing some other statistics or facts or figures to contradict the statement made by the first speaker. That is completely allowed. And some children were asking me this doubt, ma'am, can we bring some quotes to corroborate our argument? Okay, fine, that is also allowed if that quote is directly going to contradict the first speaker. So these two things are completely allowed. We have to allow that to do. Reiterate the topic, stand at regular intervals. Again, the same point. Try to reference the statements made by opponent opening speaker. Each and every statement, this rebuttal speaker will pick up and rebut. So there lies the quality of rebuttal. Somebody is asking something. I will just come to you later. Show stealer again. Exude confidence and eloquence. So it's slight pun or sarcasm or ridicule, that is allowed. But we should not make it personal. That personal attacking should not be allowed. So if one of you or some of us are going to serve as judges, we need to keep all these points in the spirit of judging. So that is all for rebuttal speaker. Now going to the summary speaker. Summary speaker's job is very simple and easy. He or she will be summarizing the points told by the team. There the teamwork plays very important role. The summary speaker will be summarizing the team's first speaker and the second speaker's point. Why he or she, the summary speaker, is supporting that motion of the team. So that confidence and control over that topic, the passion, is always very important to exhibit. Again, 2 minutes, only 2 minutes are allotted for this summary speaker. So that time frame is also divided, you see. For 1 minute, summarize the opening speaker points, 40 seconds for the rebuttal speaker points, and last 20 seconds to make his final statement. So the summary speaker is expected to exhibit utmost conviction towards the motion. Again, no new points are allowed here. The judges need to make a very important point here. The speaker should not be making any new points. Yeah. Again, confidence, no nonsense delivery. You can refer notes. The summary speaker can refer notes because the summary speaker is going. Yes, somebody is asking me something. Yeah.
No, you can carry on.
Yeah. So the summary speaker is at the least what he or she is doing. He is observing the speeches there at the point of time. So he or she will be delivering it impromptu. So he or she is allowed to refer notes. So that's why we have given that point here. So eloquence, language, everything is very important. Now, how to proceed with this? So now knowing the rubrics. So how to proceed? The next step is to conduct a session with an expert evaluation. We always do that. Even at district level, they did that. After that, we did for Oman Gavel Clubs contest, for debate contest. Also, we did a mock debate session. That was extremely very useful exercise what we did. So what all doubts the children, the Gaveliers or the Toastmasters might be having regarding those rubrics, those 3 slides which I shared, this expert evaluator will be in a position to answer each and every question. Also, it offers an opportunity to display a mock debate session, and this evaluator is allowed to evaluate each of the debater. So this is what a direct learning, it's like a workshop, we can also say. So it is a mock run that is always recommended to have. And now, selection of topics. Some topics may be one-sided or biased. Okay, that cannot be avoided. We cannot avoid that. So be it, no problem. So we have given a statement. It is the duty of the debaters to debate for the topic or against the statement, right? But the judges need to be briefed to vote for the team that argued the best and not carrying a personal bias over the debate topic. See, I as a person may be having a stance towards a particular topic. I should not be carrying my personal bias or an opinion while judging the debate. So we should always, as a judge, we should keep this in mind that we have to vote for the team that argued convincingly and logically. So that is very, very, the quality of debating, the quality of rebuttal, the quality of presenting the facts and figures. So we as a judge needs to keep that in mind and judge the team, not carry or display or reflect our personal bias or personal opinion over a particular topic. So this is one very important thing. Even if we are going to take up the role of a chief judge, it's our duty to point this very important matter to the judges in the panel. Because I have seen, or rather I have experienced, I must say, the team that argued the best did not win all the time. So that is very important point to ponder. Now, judges voting ballot, we have to keep that very simple and direct, yet it has to be comprehensive. So judges should be in a position to assess each debater in various parameters. So parameters should be aligned with the debate, of course, yes. So now I'm going to display one sample ballot which was recommended to me after I conducted all my contests. So this was the ballot that was recommended to use. Probably we can follow the same method which covers pretty much all the parameters. If you have any suggestions, probably we can make some amendments here. Later, after the presentation is over, when we are sharing this, we can brainstorm and we can use this one. See, these are the parameters on which the judges can vote for the teams. Very simple and direct, but at the same time, they are very comprehensive as well. So this, I liked it very much. Gives a fair judgment to all the debaters. Now, appointing judges, how do we do that? But there will be one chief judge always. Let us not, as a counselor or a member, let us not involve ourselves in the judging panel. That is, if I'm doing it as a project, this is one lesson which I learned, that I should not be involving myself in judging, neither in the judging panel nor as a chief judge. Because what happens, there will be always 1,000 questions coming to you as an organizer. Why my team did not win? Why this team did not win? Why that team did not win? So that question will always come to you as an organizer if you are there directly involved in the judging panel. So if you are having a chief judge and appoint a judges there, so whatever happens, it is all in the judge's hands. Yeah. So that is why we need to always have one chief judge, appoint a minimum of 3 voting judges, maximum you can have as many as you want. Try to keep odd number of judges so that we can avoid the role of a tie-breaking judge. So this is very simple part. Chief judge roles and responsibilities. So we are conducting the meeting online. So if it is Zoom, there is an option called the breakout room. There he or she can take the judges for a briefing. So briefing the judges mainly on this very important point. I'm reiterating this. The judges need to be briefed to vote for the team that argue the best and not bias over the debate topic. How to communicate the results? Either on personal WhatsApp message or Google Forms. Both either of this methodology can be used. Now, if I'm using a Google Forms, I use this, I found it useful. So keep it very simple again, if you prefer to use Google Forms. So the title for the debate, then who is going to be the winner, for the motion, team name, against the motion, again team name, name of the judge. That's it, very simple. Now, we need a moderator when we are conducting a debate session. So what are the do's and don'ts of a moderator? We have a template. It is a sample script. So just circulate that script in advance so that the moderator familiarizes himself or herself with the statements what are there in the script. That is number 1. Number 2 is checking the pronunciation of the topic. Very, very important that the moderator should pronounce or spell the topic very clearly to the contestants. And the contestants' names, they should be pronounced properly. Just a second. And then finally, when the debate is over, he or she will be announcing the winner as, so which motion won the debate along with the team name. So this is very important. Now, after the results, the moderator can post his or her opinion about the debate topic. Now, the very important don't is, do not pass any comment or opinion about any debater or the topic while the debate is in progress, because that might unconsciously bias the opinion for the judges. So that is the moderator's role. Now moving on, how to get ready for the contest. Very, very important. We need to make the agenda. We have to prepare the meeting link, session invites, everything should be communicated well in advance. Attendees list. So whom are you planning to invite? If you are planning to give away certificates, participation certificates, winner certificates, or runner-up certificates, so keep all those templates ready. Then if you are planning to give gifts for the winners, probably you can approach for some sponsorship. Finally, marketing your idea. So you're going to do some very, very noble thing or an important event. So it's okay to make some noise in the social media. So this, we can do this. As Srikumar Pais received one feedback for this joint global Gavel sessions, could have been marketed better. So that's what one suggestion which I also received during my debate contest. So marketing the idea is very important. Finally, if you are intended to keep some guest speakers, also you can plan for one, so that some motivational words for the debaters that will always have a different impact over the contest. Now, who are the other contest role players? One meeting host, two co-hosts and two timers. Now, what are the roles and responsibilities for these role players in a contest? So pre-contest readiness check will be done by the main contest host. Yeah, meeting host. He or she will be responsible for checking in the entry of attendees, judges, moderators, timers, contestants. If he or she is planning to give away a naming convention for the contestants, that will also be better. So that, and he or she will also be doing the AV check of the moderator, timer, and the contestant. So these are the duties of a main host, meeting host. Now, co-host and timers. There are two co-hosts, as I mentioned, which I did. It was very, very helpful. Co-host one will be taking up the responsibility of admitting the attendees. So whenever we are conducting any event nowadays, we have this ritual of sending a Google registration forms or something, registration form. If you are intending to attend, there will be a registration form, email ID. So if the attendance is going to be more in your meeting room, probably you can identify the attendee and then allow him or her into the meeting room. So that is the responsibility of a co-host one. The co-host two takes care of the silence breaks, so which we did. So whenever we are having the silence break of 45 seconds or a 1 minute break in between the speakers, we can show some screen with some nice quotes or some jokes or something. So that will be taken care by the co-host two. Timer one is the main timer. He or she will be displaying the green or red on the virtual background. Timer two will be the backup timer, chips in when timer one loses connection. This is as simple as it says. Yes, now that it is over, okay, I'm ready to take your questions.
Good evening, Madam
definitely
Venakshi. This is Madhukar Kalmadi from Qatar.
Yes, sir.
I have one question.
Absolutely.
This is regarding the content of the debate. Do we need to vet the content of the debate, at least the
Yes.
first speaker, before they give? Because we are in a world where a negative statement can be controversial.
Okay, okay. Content of the debate. Okay, it's a very good question to ponder. I observed in this Oman Gavel Clubs contest when I did. I, as a counselor, did not involve myself in any of the Gavel clubs because there were some problems in that. So I did not directly involve myself in the vetting the content of the debate topics. But as a Gavel Club counselor, it is always better to work in close coalition with your Gaveliers to help them develop the content of the opening speaker. Of course, yes, rebuttal speaker also, we need to work with the rebuttal speaker in the sense you can actually provoke the opening rebuttal speaker with some questions that you may anticipate these points from the opposite team. You may anticipate those facts or statistics figures. So work on those lines and try to keep your rebuttal points ready. So that kind of guidance as a counselor, you may have to give to your Gaveliers.
Thank you.
Okay. Regarding the debate topics, what we are going to plan is that we are going to circulate one Google form, and every counselor can give the topics. And finally, the chairman committee will decide. And these are the 100 topic or 50 topic. From there, you can select something like that. So we will be circulating one Google form. Everyone can give any number of topics. You give whatever number of topics, whatever you feel. And finally, the group chairman, 11 group chairman are there. They will sit together and finalize these are the topics we are going to have. There we'll discuss all these problems and finalize some topic. Then we'll come to the general body and show that these are the topic. If any correction, then we can. So I don't think there will be any confusion in the topic in that case. Okay.
Yeah. I will definitely share this presentation in the group. I can share this as a.
I was going to ask you.
Yeah, I will definitely share this presentation in the group. If you people have any suggestions to make this better or even clearer in a more clear manner, please suggest. I can make those changes and then I can share. It will be helpful for all of us.
Madam, can you please just explain that ballot sheet? There are some numbers, A1, N1. I didn't get that.
Yeah.
What is that?
Okay, I will just open that screen for you. We'll go to that particular slide.
Before that, can I take one photograph? Can I request everyone to switch on your camera, please? Let me take a photograph, please. All of you. All of you, please switch on your camera. All of you, please. Ready? Only very few still want to. Very few people only. We have 32 members, but.
Yes, Ravi Kumar, we are all smiling.
Okay. Okay,
and
but
it's very
still,
difficult to hold the smile for so long.
No. Still, many people are switched off. Anyway, okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I'll take one more. Just a minute. One more, please. Everyone smile. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you. Please proceed.
Okay.
Okay, any question you can continue, please.
Yes, sure.
Okay, so what we will do is, if you don't have much question, yeah, she is going to explain you the ballot. And after that, I think we will circulate this and you can go through it. And after that, do you have any doubts? Then we'll change it. We'll make it final in the later stage. So unless you read and you don't get much doubts and other things, so we will circulate in the group. All of you can go through it. And if you have any doubt or any clarification, any suggestion, then we inform Meenakshi, and that we can incorporate. We will finalize the debate conduct rules and regulation for our own group.
Yeah. So what are these are the parameters. A1, N1 is nothing but the team speaking affirmative, negative. For that, we have used this letter A. With A, we identify them as affirmative speakers. With N, we identify them as negative speakers. Affirmative means speaking, the team that is speaking for the motion. Negative means the team speaking against the motion. So this is the format, or this is the, round in which it is going to proceed. The debate is going to proceed like this. The opening speaker will be the first speaker from the team speaking for the motion A1. Then the opening speaker from the team speaking against the motion, that is N1. That will be after N1, we will be having N2, who is the rebuttal speaker of the team speaking against the motion, followed by the rebuttal speaker of the team speaking for the motion. Then finally, the closing speaker from the team speaking against the motion, ending speaker again. The debate will be ended by the summary speaker from the team speaking for the motion. So this is the format that we will be following. A1, N1, N2, A2, then N3, A3. So this is how it is going to proceed. And for what are the parameters that the first opening speakers, they are called as constructive speakers. Okay, so they are going to be judged on the parameters called introduction and constructive arguments. For introduction, we have given 15 points. For constructing arguments, we have given 20 points. Now for the rebuttal speakers, N2 and A2, the parameters are variety of issues rebutted, for that 15 points, and importance of issues rebutted, 20 points we have given. Then for the summary speakers, N3 and A3, we are giving the parameters of summarizing the team's arguments and the conviction with which they are speaking. So summarizing the team's arguments, 25 points, and the conviction, 10 points we are awarding for the summary speakers. Now for all the speakers, they will also be marked on reasoning, substantiation, 15 points each, eloquence, 20 points, effectiveness, 10 points, and conclusion, 5 points. So altogether, each speaker will be marked for 100 points. So this is what it is. Any clarification on this? I think it's clear. If we want to change anything, please let me know. Yeah, if we want to change anything, please let me know. I can make the changes, and finally I can submit the final one, so that we all, for all the groups, we can use the same template.
We will circulate this and we will give them 1 week time or 3-4 days time. Let them go through it and give any suggestion or something like that. And after that, we'll make the final draft and see that this is to be followed by everyone.
Okay, sure.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
I have one
Yes,
thing.
Sure.
Hello, I'm from Talking Titans Gal Club. I'm the counselor of that. So there were the last 5 pointers which you said all the speakers would be judged upon. So there seems to be one-word descriptions. Maybe if you can explain, because that might be subjective to each person, right, in understanding. So a little description about those things would be beneficial.
Okay, we will arrange that.
Yeah, because looking at that, I got this thing like opening speaker, how he can conclude. There is
okay. I can explain that. Opening speaker's conclusion is nothing but, for any speech, there is we have to follow this format of OBC, yeah? Opening, body, and conclusion. So that is what it is said like that. Even for an opening speaker, there will be the way he is concluding, how convincing it is, how logical it is, how he is closing his argument or her argument. So that is what that conclusion means. Anyways, we will describe each and every parameter, like how we have this in TMI contest criteria, no? Contest ballot forms criteria. We have each and every point explained with a small paragraph. Probably we can do that. We can work on that and we will circulate it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, sure.
Toastmaster Meenakshi.
Yes, sir.
This is Manikandan from Alnaba Toastmasters Club.
Yes.
Can you explain about the rebuttal speaker again? I have a doubt. I mean, I wanted to know if I have mistaken.
Okay, fine. I will share that part of the screen. Okay. So let me know which part you did not understand, sir. I'm just searching for my mouse. Yeah.
Now, after the opening speaker of the opposite team, he concludes. I mean, now the habitual speaker of the opposite team has to talk. Now,
Yeah.
I want to know how he has to, do his argument. I mean,
Okay. Suppose you are the opening speaker from your team. I am the rebuttal speaker of the opposite team. So you have already submitted your opening argument. Opening speaker, you will be submitting your arguments in this format. You will be telling us why you are supporting that motion, whether you are speaking for the motion or against the motion. You are the opening speaker. You are going to submit your arguments in this form. You will be, first of all, you will be telling us why you are supporting this motion. And then you will be substantiating your argument with some facts, figures, and statistics, or some quotes, or some anecdotes, storyline, whatever it may be. So each and every sentence, as a rebuttal speaker, I am supposed to mark, and I should be ready with a counter argument for each and every sentence that is made by you. So that is the role of a rebuttal speaker. I should not be bringing in any new points. But I should be, for example, something you will be saying like one sentence, then I will be I will be countering you like this. See, this is the statement made by you. I feel this is your personal opinion. Is there any proof for that? How can you even validate that? So this is the way I can argue back.
okay.
Did I answer your question, or do you expect something more, sir?
Yeah, I think I'm clear now.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you, Toastmasters. Thanks for your time. Thank you.
Anyone is having further question?
Yes. I think
Toastmaster, sorry to interrupt. Yes, ma'am, you can proceed. Toastmaster Dhanu, you can proceed, ma'am.
I was just saying, if we start our debate, then we can have a better idea. We can have a mock debate among us clubs, and we can have a better idea of how to proceed. We can get some more practice also. And for the judges, you need some outsider, right? Not from the club.
Yeah.
No, he should not be connected with the gavel clubs.
Outsiders, yeah.
He should not be connected with any gavel club.
Oh, should not be connected with any gavel club. Okay.
As far as possible, we'll see.
They can be
Then
connected.
we get a lot of Toastmasters there, no?
Yeah, they can be connected with Toastmasters.
Yeah, we can get a lot of Toastmasters who are not
So I think we should focus on, because our next project is debate, or it's table topics.
No, debate. Because that's why we presented this now. Everybody is having that idea in mind. Let us finish this.
We can work on
then
debate.
we'll have another education session for the table topic. Then we'll proceed.
Yes.
Okay.
So now we can work on debates.
Yeah. Now my question
Each
is.
group can work on debates.
Yeah. Some group is having 10 clubs, so I think maybe 5. We can have 5 each, like that. No, we were talking about 8 teams. No.
Yeah. We will have, see, suppose if a group is having 8 clubs or 8 clubs means it is direct. So divide them into 2 groups, Group A and Group B. In Group A, you will have 4. Group B, you will have 4. So with 2 and 2, so winner from each, this one, they will be competing against each other. Similar, you will have 2 winners there. So again, there will be one more debate contest among those 2 winners, and 1 winner you will come with. So Group A, there will be 1 winner. Similarly, you will have Group B, 1 winner, and then they compete for the finals. So this is the format for 8 clubs. If you're having 9 clubs, this is little tricky. So now we have to find out how to conduct an elimination round. We call it as a qualifier round, which District 105 they did. I followed the same format. Okay, so for that, to pick up those 2 teams, again use that random.org or wheelofnames.com, that website, and pick up 2 clubs in random, make them pair, and then conduct 1 qualifying debate session there. So that winner comes and sits in the 8th position of that one.
So
if there are 10 clubs.
Before we dividing, you take the random and you select 2 clubs.
Pair them up.
Yeah, from there you take.
Exactly. If you have 10 clubs, same scenario. Divide them into 2 groups. You will have 5 clubs here, 5 clubs here. Yeah. Same thing we can follow there also, elimination round.
But that will be unfair to one club, right?
Huh?
That will
Meenakshi, you're going to be
be
very busy.
that
No,
will be
otherwise also
unfair
you
to
are
one
competing with
club.
one club only, no? Otherwise also you are competing with one club, no? It is the same effect.
Yeah, it is doable, ma'am. It is. Somebody
Yes,
was
yes.
asking, Madhukara sir, you are
No,
asking me.
I said you are eliminating one club in the beginning. That is a little unfair for that particular club.
No, it's not like that. I mean, see, either way, we have to give chance to other clubs, right? Then how will we arrive at a particular number? Yes, Sunita ji.
We can't hear
We're
you.
not
Sunita
able to
madam, we can't
tell
hear you. We can't hear you. There is some problem with your mic. Sorry.
Yeah. Toastmaster Meenakshi, a question from my side. This is Abida. The standard format of, as we discussed about the agendas as such. So can we just, when you're explaining the parameters, the reasoning and all that you'll be explaining, isn't it? In the, you said you'll be doing that. So apart from that, can you just give us some standard way of rebuttal itself, like the opening question, so that, you know, it doesn't get too controversial or contradictory. It shouldn't get harsh, isn't it?
It should not be harsh. It can be a subtle pun, subtle sarcasm, subtle humor, subtle ridicule. Yeah, it can get that way.
Some examples and some standard way of, you know, since we are just going to start off, rebuttals.
See,
you can just mention it.
Yeah, actually each debate has its own way of going ahead like that. If we want, we can circulate some sample video recordings of the Gavel Club, what we did for the Oman Gavel Club's debate contest. We can give you some samples. Some best debates are there if you can just pick up and watch. Even the finals session which we did, the grand finale, that was also a quality debate which we had, one of the best debates which we had in the finals. Probably I can share that recording. You can just have an idea of how the rebuttal actually worked.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, sure. Yes,
Do you have any more questions?
Sunita ji is having something.
We can't hear you.
Sunita ma'am, you can just type your doubt in the chat box. I can answer you.
Yeah, type in the chat box. Correct.
Yeah.
She can hear us. Okay, see now how we are going to conduct this contest is that earlier the group chairman was looking after the clubs and he's arranging the joint meeting. Now for this contest coming on, what we are planning, we will be having one vice chairman, contest vice chairman will be there. For table topic separate vice contest chair and debate separate vice contest chair. Like that there will be separate contest chair will be there. So he will be coordinating with the zone 1. There will be another one for zone 2. And this vice chairman can take this as a HPL project. He'll be, because he will be in charge of about 60 clubs. All the 6 groups he will be supporting here and there. So it'll be like a HPL project. Okay, and there will be separate chief judges. Every group meeting will have a separate chief judge. Contest chairman will be circulating, giving you guidance and everything. But this chief judge will be separate. Same will not repeat everywhere. One group, one chief judge, another chief judge.
The chief judge has to be again from Toastmasters.
Yes. Or Toastmasters.
Not from our gavel.
No. Every judges and this chief judge will be not from our council. Our list will be separate.
Okay.
So I'll inform you. Those who are interested can take about the. I think this time Meenakshi can take the vice chairmanship of contest for the debate at least. For you zone, one zone you can do it. Support.
Yes. Whatever resources you want, I have soft copies for almost everything. I can share that soft copies in the group so that you can circulate it amongst your chairman groups, so that we all follow a same format as it is recommended. Same judges ballot, same moderator script, same format of the debate rubrics. Everything. Let us follow the same thing for everyone. Yeah. And preferably, you need to have a mock debate session with one expert evaluation so that it gives a feel of understanding of the debate rubrics altogether. See, even now, after explaining all this, we also must be having so many questions unanswered. Some areas would have been very clear to us and some areas would not be. So the same thing will be happening even with the Gaveliers and the Toastmasters in your clubs. So it's better always to have a mock debate session. Unless you play a debate, unless you display a debate, we won't be having a feel of understanding what went right and what went wrong and how it should be right, how it should go about. So it is always better or recommended to have one mock debate session before holding a contest.
I think for a mock contest, we need not select any best and other thing. We will not tell you. Only
just nominate yourself.
Just to make the children familiar with the debate, how contest, correct?
Yeah, I did that last week. Last Friday, I did that in my club. I think I posted that Facebook thing also there. The recording is still available. Yeah. But I won't recommend you to watch that because it will be a waste of your time.
Give the final, you have the final debate.
That I will do. That I will do. Yeah, between ISWK and ISG Gavel clubs, no, they had that finals, grand finale. I will share that recording.
Okay, any other question? Okay.
Sunita ji, I was waiting for your question. I did not get that in the chat box. Okay, WhatsApp.
She will inform separately.
Sure, no problem.
Okay, I think then we'll close the meeting. We are a little late today. Usually we take 1 hour. Today we took 1 hour 15 minutes. It's okay. We started 5 minutes late only. Thank you, Meenakshi, for your wonderful support and wonderful presentation. I think many might have got some confidence in how to conduct the debate contest, and we'll see. Let us fix an approximate date to finish the contest. Can we finish this debate contest 15th of next month? Before that, you can have a end of this month is possible? No.
End of this month will be very difficult, sir, because
not we will give 1 month at least. 1 month.
Yeah, in my club alone, I have 35 kids. You know, I will be having 9 teams contesting.
No, that's one takes about 20 minutes, right? One contest will take 20 minutes, no?
Yeah, if we are running very tight, 20 minutes. So 9 debates and grand finale, I don't think it will finish any time in this one.
No, we will be having one group will be having 4 teams or 5 teams. Okay. So 5 team means about, if you take 20 minutes, about 1.5 hours, we can finish. No, our ordinary meeting is 2 hours. So I think within 2 hours we can finish one group. Separate they are hosting, no? One group is hosting separately.
Yeah, sure.
So by 15th, everyone should finish. End of this month, try to finish one mock contest, one mock debate, and before 15th, next meeting, the final.
Sure.
And should we go for the overall finals? That means you will select from group 1. You will be selecting 1 team. Then again, how?
We can do that.
Shall we go for the global
debate champion?
Global champion?
Global debate championship, we can go for that. It will definitely take some amount of time, Sri Kumar sir. Of course, we need to fix the deadline. Unless we do that and start working backwards, we won't be able to do that. It is doable.
I think for the time being, I think we will avoid that. We'll just group in only. We'll concentrate the global only for the championship. Only for the international speech championship only, because that itself will take a lot of time.
Of course.
Okay. We'll have the group winners, give them prize and something like that, a certificate and something like that, but not together a final. So it will take a lot of time. We will make a lot of arrangements required. We'll concentrate only that for the global championship only. International speech only will do that for the time being. Okay. Next time we'll start sufficiently early in we plan. And we have to finish the championship before 15th of January, because after that club contest starts. So we have to finish our global championship 15th of January. Everything should be finished. That's our plan. So we will plan accordingly now. Before 15th, every group should conduct one mock contest as well as the debate contest.
Excuse me, sir. Yeah. Every group or every club? Because we need
every group is having 10 clubs. So they'll be having five supporting teams, 5 against teams.
To select the debaters, we need to hold a contest in our club too. Because as Meenakshi said, there are many kids.
Yeah, you can you can take time now. You can start now. You will get 15 days to complete your contest. Is it okay? 15 days okay, no?
Sir, I don't think so. It would be okay because 15 days means every alternate days will have to keep one contest, I think.
No. 1 day you can finish all the things you can.
Sir,
finish.
how can one will take 20 to 30 minutes. So
Maybe 2 times you have to, maybe 2 days you have to plan. 2 days you have to plan.
No, internally for the club, we need to have it back to back, like how the district did for 3 hours or 4 hours session, like that we have to do. Doing it on various days, catching the judges is a problem. They cannot, they won't turn up because as such people are all very busy. So inside a club, if you're conducting a contest, let us have it back to back. That is my humble suggestion.
But would the kids be able to sit for so long?
No, only that team has to sit, no? Other team can
But even the judges has to be there for 3 to 4 hours.
Judges can be there for at least 2, 3 hours, at least 4 sessions they will judge. We can have 2 sets of judges either way anyways.
Okay, let's see. Need to plan out.
You can check with your children how many people are interested to debate. All the children may not come forward. Not like a speech. Only very few only come forward. So like that you see how many people are there. Based on that you can plan. Okay. So what we can do is let the club all finish by end of this month, all the club. Okay, and the first week we can have the mock contest, and second week we can have the final contest of the group. Is it okay?
That we need to check with the children because they are having exams also. Now we need.
Yes, sir. We have.
You have 1 month time now.
Having exams.
Today only third only we have about 1 month time to organize.
Starts on 13th, sir. Till the end of the month, they will have exams. All the sessions having exams.
Okay, you plan and give us an approximate date. Don't make it prolonged because then we will be prolonging everything. Okay, approximately this is the plan, and you just go check with your children and come back. End of this month, you finish the club contest, and first week of next month, you finish the mock contest. Then before 15th, you try to finish the group debate. This is the approximate plan. Then you can see how it can be done. Okay. Okay, thank you very much.
Can this mock plan be communicated? I mean, whatever you have just narrated.
No, what we are going to do is first we will circulate this program, this presentation today, and go through it within 1 week time. If you have any doubt and clarification, please send the query to Meenakshi, or you can send to me. I will forward to her also. No problem. Okay. Then better to send her directly email. She will go through it and see any clarification. She will. So 1 week for finalizing our program. After that, we'll give this is the thing final. You have to follow like this. Based on that one, meantime, you can even same thing you can use for your club contest also. Same rules you can use the club contest. So it is easy for you. Children will be familiar with the rules and regulations. Is it okay? I hope it's okay, right? Anyone?
I have shared the presentation already in the group.
Okay. Just forward me also. You already put in the group.
Yeah, in the group I have already put. Yeah.
Okay.
I have shared it as a PPT. So if you want to change anything, you can also do by yourself.
Okay.
It's not a PDF.
Okay, I think we'll close the meeting today. Thank you very much. Thanks everyone.
Thank you everyone for being so patient and listening to me.
Thank you very much. Nice. All the best everyone.
Thank you, Meenakshi. Thank you, Meenakshi. Thank you,
Thank you so much.
Meenakshi, I will send you the evaluation form later. I have already recorded it. Go through it and give you my suggestions. Okay.
Sure.